Would you have believed me if I told you a school in 2 years would have been national title winners after being the bottom team in the Big Ten or one of the worst teams in college football? No? Okay. Would you have believed me if I said this team in 2 years would have lost 2 games? No? Okay. Would you have believed me if the coach who came to this team said, it's simple. The one thing I do is I win. Google me. And he actually does win? You don't believe me? No? Okay. Would you have believed me now if I said this school beat the defending national champions for the Big Ten championship and is ranked #1 in the country? No? Okay. Okay. Would you have believed me if I said this team is undefeated, 16-0, and they have the Heisman winner on their team as a quarterback, and they won the national championship? Would you have believed me now? No? You said that only happens in college football? The video game? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you need to start believing it happens in real life. Because Indiana fans, congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers. You are the national champions of college football this college football season. They defeated the Miami Hurricanes 27-21. I thought the score was going to be 27-24. I did get the 27 part right. I'll take that. But Indiana, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. In 2 years. I remember when they made the playoffs the first time and they played Notre Dame, and people said, oh, this is why they shouldn't have been in the playoffs. Indiana are done. They're trash, terrible, right? And then Indiana said, okay, we'll run this back. You'll see us next year. And guess what they did? They came back undefeated. They played Oregon. They won't beat Oregon. They went to Autzen Stadium, beat them. They thought they were going to lose to Iowa. They beat Iowa in Kinnick Stadium. Then they played at one of the most hostile environments in college football in Beaver Stadium, Penn State, unranked Nittany Lions, the ones who fired James Franklin at Beaver Stadium. And they walked out of there with a W, with a game-winning touchdown. And then they played Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. The one that said the defending national champions, oh, they're not going to beat them. And guess what they do? They beat the defending national champions for the Big Ten championship. Indiana Hoosiers are serious. Indiana Hoosiers are here. Kirk Cignetti told us, you better watch out. Because Indiana is on the rise. What a season for Indiana. Becoming the second, I thought they were the first, but the second major college football team in college football history to go 16-0 and win the national championship. You know the other team who did it? Yale. But then, I say they're the first because you're the first team to go 16-0, win the national championship, and have the Heisman winner on your team in Fernando Mendoza. And what a game that brother had. Now, Miami, you played hard. Tony, Fletcher, y'all played hard. Defense, you played amazing. Carson Beck, you just made a bad read. And I knew it was going to happen because most quarterbacks, when they're under 2 minutes to go and they have to drive down the field, they always make a bad read of throwing the ball deep, trying to make one big old wowzer play. And that wowzer does be a wowzer because you throw right to the defense's hands. But what I think killed Miami was the first half. You didn't score the whole first half. I done said it. Look, if you don't score and you letting your opponent score 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to win that game. Not only did they not score, but then you didn't even have over 100 yards total the first half. And Carson Beck, he looked scared in that first half. Because that one play where he threw the ball and the Indiana player almost picked it off with one hand and it bounced off his hand and it hit his receiver in the hand and he dropped it and Indiana almost picked it off. Ever since then, he did not throw that ball down the field the entire first half. But Indiana, congratulations. Congratulations. You are the national champions of college football. 2026 national champions. Man, oh man. To be an Indiana fan, this must be amazing. It must be amazing. But that's going to consist this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll have more videos out there for you.